Good morning, everybody. As I promised earlier, I want to explain in detail the chapters, what I have prescribed in the earlier video. With free of cost, I want to explain all the important chapters to get more and more marks in NEET exam. My intention is to benefit the students and more doctors I want to make. So, in this aspect, today, chapter units and dimensions, I want to explain. So, units and dimensions, you are getting 3 to 4 questions in every exam, nearly 16 marks, 4 the 16 marks we will get only from this chapter. So, there are 4 models I want to explain here. One is unit conversion. The first model is unit conversion. Every physical quantity is represented by numeral followed by the unit. So numeral is inversely proportional to the unit actually. N is proportional to 1 by U. Nu is equal to constant. So N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. That means numeral is big, the unit will be small. Numeral is small, the unit will be big. So the physical quantity will be like that only. I will take one example. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So kg is the big unit, its numeral is small. Gram is the small unit, its numeral is big. In the similar manner, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So meter is the big unit, numeral is small. Centimeter is the small unit, so numeral is big. So remember, any problem, unit conversion, you can use this N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, numeral and unit. I will take one example. Generally, you know that the dimensional formula of energy is ml square T power minus 2. That means kg meter square by second square. That is the unit of energy. But what he is asking in the problem, take minute as time. Actually, in this, second is only the unit of time. He is take minute as the unit of time and 10 meter square, 10 meter per second square as the unit of acceleration and take 100 kg as mass. Find the unit of energy in the new system. So this very important question actually. Unit of energy in the new system, they asked. So you know the dimension formula of energy is ml square T power minus 2. That means kg meter square second minus 2. Dimension formula. If I use N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2 to convert into the new system, what the physical quantities is given here? Minute, acceleration and mass. Minute, acceleration and mass. That means you have to convert the energy in the given physical quantities. That is most important. You have to convert the energy in the given physical quantities means mass you can't do anything. Here length square, I taken one length by time square and one length I written aside. But to make the length as acceleration, I multiplied time square and divide with time square. Then what I got is mass into length by time square is acceleration square into t square. Now the energy dimensional formula in terms of acceleration and time and mass is m a square t square. So this formula only I have to use. You know that N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. This is 1 joule, old unit, 1 joule, Mass is m, acceleration square t square. In the new unit, n2 we don't know. We don't know what is n2. But I know that I taken as 100 instead of kg, I have to take 100 kg in the new unit, and acceleration square is 10 acceleration. So 10 square a square, but time is second here, but here they given as minute. So in the formula, there is a time square. Generally, original energy is kg meter square second square. Now in the new unit, 100 m is the mass, 10 acceleration is the acceleration unit, and time is minute. Minute convert into seconds. 60 minutes. 1 minute na? 60 into 60. So seconds. Second square. So cancel it. What you will get now? Very important. What you will get now? So N2 is equal to 36 into 10 power 6 joules is the value of energy in the new units. So the value of energy in the new unit is, generally in the old unit, the value of energy is joules. In the new unit, the value of energy is 36 into 10 power 6 joules. This is one of the important question I want to explain here. Next, second model of the question. Find the dimensional formula of time in terms of mass, force, and velocity. This is the dimensional formula of time in terms of mass, force, and velocity. They're taken as the fundamental quantities. You know the fundamental quantities, you know mass, length, time, thermodynamic temperature. There are 9 fundamental quantities are there. Generally, all dimensional formulas we will write in the fundamental quantities only. But you take these 3 are the fundamentals and write the dimensional formula of time in terms of these 3 fundamental quantities. So for that, what you have to take is T is equal to m power A, f power B, v power C. What is the dimension formula of time? m0, L0, t power 1, m power A, force, mlt power minus 2 whole power B, velocity, m0, lt minus 1 whole power C. First, you have to write the dimension formulas of all. This is another model they are giving in the examination. Compare the powers of m. Here it is 0, here it is A, this is B, A plus B. So A is equal to minus B. Compare the powers of L. It is also 0 left side. Right side is L power B plus L power C. That means B plus C. B is equal to minus C, 0. Compare the powers of time. T power 1 here. That's why left side is 1 minus 2B minus C. So 1 is equal to B is minus C. So minus 2 minus 1 minus C. So 2C minus C. Therefore, C is equal to 1. We know C is equal to minus B. So minus 1. We know A is equal to minus B. Minus of minus. That is 1. So the dimension formula of time in terms of M, F, V is M1, F minus 1, V1. So this is the way how to do the problem when dimension formula is given here. Next, the third model is a principle of homogeneity. What is the principle of homogeneity? Like terms only subtracted or added to get the answer. That means in the equation, if they given one equation 100%, left side term is equal to the right side term. Otherwise, you will not get the equation. You will get only expression. If left hand side term, what unit it has, the right hand side terms have the same units. I will return one example here. See, 10 kg if you want to get, it is nothing but 7 kg plus 3 kg. That means left side is kg, right side physical quantities are all in the same units only. But below 10 kg is equal to 7 kg plus 3 meters. How it is possible? It is not possible. So we can't add 7 kg plus 3 meters to get 10 kg. So my intention is a principle of homogeneity, what it tells. Left hand side, what are the units are there? Right hand side, every quantity has the same unit. Then only you will get the answer. So I will use this principle of homogeneity to do this problem. Velocity is equal to AT square plus BT plus C. It was given like that. ABC. I want to find the dimension formula of ABC from this. V is velocity, T is time. What I told, every left-hand side term is equal to right-hand side term. Every right-hand side term is equal to the left-hand side term. Then only you will get is equal to. That is principle of homogeneity. So velocity dimension formula LT minus 1, I equated to AT square. So I got the dimension formula of A, L T power minus 2 by T square, LT minus 3. So I equated this velocity to BT again. LT minus 1 is equal to BT. From that, B is equal to LT power minus 2. I equated this to C. Why? Because I told same units of left and right. So same units, not that's why I will equated these terms. So I got the dimension formula of A and B and C. This is the principle of homogeneity. They are asking in the examination this model of the question. Now, significant figures and rounding of numbers. This is most important. Recently in 2025 NEET exam, they given one problem based on a rounding of numbers and significant figures only. So a small controversial problem it got, but finally that exam got cancelled. So now REIT exam. That's why God given one good opportunity to drag the NEET rank once again. So nobody will get this type of opportunity. Maybe it may be punishment for re-exam you have to write now. So maybe, but in my point of view, it is a good opportunity for you to get again to perform yourself. So God given one good opportunity to teach you people. So it is my privilege. Definitely, I will be in touch these 15 days to get good marks. Okay. Now, significant figures. All non-zero digits are significant irrespective of that decimal point. So here I taken one example, 4368, significant figures is 4. So irrespective of the decimal point, that means if you put the decimal point anywhere, so significant figure number should not get disturbed. So if the decimal is there, decimal is not there, if it is the non-zero digit, it will be counted as a significant figure. Zeros in between the non-zero digits are significant. See one example I given. Here, zeros I incorporated between the non-zero, those are significant. So example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 significant figures are there. Zeros after last non-zero are not significant. So see, 4, 3, 6, 8, 0, 0 if you put, if these zeros are there, no use. Significant figures 4 only. But if decimal point is there, zeros are significant. Anywhere you put the decimal point, anywhere, if you put the decimal point, these zeros are significant. So now see, 4.36800, significant figures are 6. If the number is less than 1, zeros after decimal point, that means right to the decimal point, are not significant. See here, 0.004368, which is less than 1, which is less than 1. So these zeros after the decimal point, they are not significant. That's why the significant figures are 4 only here. Powers of 10 are not significant. So Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23. So here this 10 power 23 is not significant. So the significant figures are 4 only. Significant figures are 4 only. So next, what is the rounding of numbers? Rounding of numbers to given significant figures, making proper correction. You have to round up the numbers to the given significant figures. You have to make some proper corrections. See, I will take one example. 4368 is there, significant figures 4. Rounding off to significant figures 2 only I want. So 4, 3, 2 the significant figures only I should get. So 6 should be omitted. So 6 should be omitted. 6 is greater than 5. Add 1 to the preceding digit. So you will get 4, 4. But the base value is 4000 here, 4368. Here the significant figures only if you write 44 only you will write. That is base value is 10 only. But taken base value 4, here 10, it is not correct. That's why if you put how many zeros after the last non-zero, as per significant figures law, these are not significant. Therefore, base value is okay now, and you have significant figures also correct, base value is also correct. So this is the way how you can make the rounding. Next, if omitting digit is less than 5, no correction. But see the base value, that is very, very important. So 4328, let it be significant figures 4, rounding off to significant figures 2. So 2 is less than 5. So there is no correction in this, 4, 3 only. But I told you have to see the base value, 0, 0 if you put, it doesn't change regarding the significant figures. If vomiting digit is exactly 5, see the preceding digit, even or odd. If it is even, no correction. If it is odd, you have to add 1 to the preceding digit. So I given 2 examples. 4368, significant figures are 3. Okay, actually rounding off to 3. So 5 exactly. And before that it is preceding digit is even, no correction. So significant figure is 3 only. So here the significant figure, you have to rounding up to 3, 4, 3, 5, 5. Here it is 5 odd number. So you have to add 1. You have to add 1, 4, 3. 1 minute. Here, 4, 3. You have to add 1. 1 minute. If you add 1, it is 4360. So significant figure 3 only, but here it is 6. You have to add 1 so that exactly 5, and it is odd number. You have to add 1 to the preceding digit. So 4360. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Here, 5, 5. So these are the how to write the rounding of numbers and how to write the significant figures. So very important. This is 5 and this is 5. So you have to omit this. Okay. So this is the way how to find the rounding of numbers. Now the last one is errors. Last one is errors. This is the fifth concept what I want to explain here. The last one is error. Error means it is difference between measured value and true value. Measured value, difference of measured value and true value. True value, that is called error. So error positive means correction is minus error. So you will get in screw gauge and vernier calipers, correction is equal to minus error. Very, very important. If you saw the error now, you have to make it correction. So what is the true value? What is the true value here? The true value is nothing but average value. Average value is called true value. Average value. So in the practicals recently you did, you found the same quantity 3 or 4 times you measured and you taken the average. Why you are taking the average? You are taking the average because the error will get reduced. So A1 plus A2, etc. AN by N. This is the true value. This is the true value. We can write it as average A bar also. Average value. That is the true value. Average value is the true value. So now absolute error, absolute error, absolute error. Very, very important, absolute error. That means absolute error of A1, absolute error of A1 is delta A1. Absolute error of A1 is delta A1. Absolute error of A1 is delta A1. Delta A1, very, very important, which is equal to mod value minus true value. This is absolute. It is always positive. It is always, absolute error is always positive. Remember, very, very important. Absolute error of A1 is delta A1, which is A1 minus true value. That is absolute. Absolute error. Next is mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. Very, very important. Mean absolute error. That is mean of all absolute errors. Mean of all absolute errors. Delta A mean. So we can call it as A mean also. You can call it as A mean also. So A bar also. Delta A mean. Nothing but delta A1 plus delta A2 plus etc. Delta AN by N. It is also positive. It is always positive. Always positive. So error, you can take it as delta A, let it be. That is error. So average value, absolute value, and mean absolute value. Error. Next, relative error. Relative error. Relative error. Remember here. Relative error. That means mean average by, that means mean absolute error by mean error. Mean absolute error by mean error. That is a relative error. Delta A mean by A mean, which is called relative error. Next is a percentage error. Percentage error. Percentage error. This is also another important concept. So relative error into 100 is percentage error. So delta A mean by A mean, delta A mean by A mean into 100, that is called a percentage error. So these are the errors. So you are getting one problem on errors only. Errors also. This is the fifth concept I want to explain here. Okay. So arithmetic operations actually. Arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations of errors actually. What is the arithmetic operations of the errors? If z is equal to a plus b, they given. So what is the error? Delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. So this is addition. So what is delta z by z? Relative error in this aspect. Delta a plus delta b by a plus b. This is the relative error in arithmetic operation. Okay. If z is equal to a minus b, let it be. So what is delta z? Delta z is always positive, what I told. Absolute error is positive. If minus is there also, don't think about the minus. Don't think about the minus. Always positive. Maximum possible error only you have to take. So while calculating the relative error, you can write the data. What they given? You can write the data like this: delta A plus delta B by A minus B. So this is always positive. Absolute error is always positive. If it is negative also there, for absolute error, you have to write positive only. If Z is equal to A by B or A into B, you have to take the relative error in case of multiplication or division. There is no error, only relative error. Relative error concept only you have to write. Delta A by A plus delta B by B in case of multiplication or in case of division also. If it is like this also, you should not write minus delta A by A plus delta B by B only you have to write. This is called maximum possible error. Remember, maximum. You have to write maximum possible error. You have to write always maximum possible error. Plus only. Whatever it is, you have to write plus only. Very, very important. See, I will write one Z is equal to A power P, P power Q, a C power R is there, let it be. So what is the absolute error? Delta Z by Z. So P into delta A by A plus Q into delta B by B plus R into delta C by C. Like that only you have to write. If it is in the bottom also, you should not write minus because it is the maximum possible error. Maximum possible error is always positive. Maximum possible error. Maximum possible error is always positive. So in recent exam, they given the problem. So simple pendulum. If you take a simple pendulum, if you take simple pendulum, so the possible error, percentage error, simple pendulum, possible percentage error, possible percentage error in time, possible percentage error in time is 1% and length 2%. Find percentage error in L by T square, let it be. They are asking this problem. So that is equal to L by T square. So what I told, delta Z by Z is equal to delta L by L plus 2 into delta T by T. So that is nothing but delta L by L is 1%. So 2 into 2%. So the possible error in the L by T square value is 5%. So this model of the problem they are giving, very, very important. Another model of the problem, what is that? In significant figures and rounding of numbers, if addition is there, final answer should be rounded off to least decimal point. Final answer should be rounded off to least, this only problem given in 2025. Least decimal point. Final answer rounded up to least decimal point. A very, 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 very important. See, I will take one example. So this is a 2.4 plus 2.67 plus 3.013, like that they given. So what is the final answer here actually? See, 3.013 and 2.67 and 2.4, let it be. So this is 3, the first this is 3, then second term 1, 1, 3, 4, 4 only. So what is the first terms? 0, 6, 4, 10, 1. So 3, 2, 7 plus 1, 8. So 8.043 is the answer. Actually, least decimal point is 1 only here. In the given data, in given data, least decimal point is 1. Least decimal point is 1. One decimal. Now, it is 4 only, but decimal digit is 1. So final answer should be rounded off to least decimal only. So what is the answer now? The answer for this is note of least decimal point. That means 8.0 only. Why? Because here it is 4. 4 is less than 5. And it is even. 4 is less than 5 and the 0 is even. So no correction. So you have to write 4 is less than 5. Omit it. No correction to the preceding digit. So 8.0 only answer. 8.0 only answer. So this is another important. Next, this model problem only recently they given in 2025. In case of division or multiplication, in case of a division, in case of division or multiplication, the final answer, multiplication, final answer should be rounded off to least significant figures. Final answer should be rounded off to. So these models, if you get these 5 models only in the examination, so try to practice it in these 15 days. These type of model problems, definitely you will get 15 to 12 to 16 marks, rounded off to least significant figures. Least significant figures. So I can take one example. 2.3 into 3.145, 3.14 into 3.145 into 1 minute. 3.145 into 1.216, like that. So what the answer you will get? 1 minute. I will make it this answer. 2.3 into 3.14 into 1.216, 1.216, 1 minute, 1.216, I will get 1.5599. So final answer should be rounded off to least significant figures. Least significant figures in the given data is 2 only. So only 2 must be there here. So this is, you have to omit this. Omit. You have to omit this. So exactly 5. Add 1 to the preceding because it is odd. So the answer is 1.6. That is the answer. Actually, final answer rounded off to least. In given data, in given data, least significant figures 2. So final answer must be rounded off to least significant figures only. Okay, thank you very much. So I completed this units and dimensions a little bit more time I taken. Don't feel. Please subscribe the channel and get more and more students to admit in the classes so that everybody should get benefited so that I will also get encouraged from you people. I can get more and more things. So thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Thank you.